a band of petty thieves has established a hideout in the countryside, figuring that the extra distance from civilization would make it difficult for the police to find them. They had one main rule: don't bring any unwanted attention to the house. But they also had an adopted pet duck, a highly intelligent and extremely inquisitive duck who loved to explore. One evening, the group was gathered in the living room, and Spidey, one of the shorter members of the group, was trying to explain the intricacies of their upcoming heist. He was going over their top-secret plans when suddenly, the duck, who had been playing with some nearby silverware, absconded with a sheet of paper containing very important information about the heist. Unnoticed by the other criminals, who were all staring intently at Spidey, the duck waddled out of the house and down to the local public pond. As the duck was swimming around in the pond, it accidentally dropped the evidence right in the path of a local police officer, who was taking his evening stroll by the water. The officer, whose name was David, picked up the sheet of paper, looked at it and smiled. It wasn't often that he got to be the first to know about criminal activity in his town, but this was clearly an inside job. Someone in this house had given him a list of the city's most secure locations and the times that they would be hit, and the worst part was that the duck had left their sloppy fingerprints all over it. It didn't take long for the police to piece it all together. They arrested the entire gang without a single struggle, because none of the criminals could believe that someone had actually followed them to their hideout. They demanded to know how the police had found them, but all the officers would say was that a helpful duck had given them a little bit of information. That didn't make any sense to the criminals, and neither did the sight of the duck waddling around the police station, as they were led away in their handcuffs. As for the duck, it just wanted to play with something shiny. It had no idea that it had just helped the police solve 3 major cases, and even if it had known, it probably wouldn't have cared. One of the detectives working on the case had a crippling duck phobia, so he had to be carried into the station by his partner. After they found out about the duck's involvement, his partner had to reassure him that the duck was only present for the arrest, and that it had nothing to do with the actual investigation. But the detective wasn't convinced. He could hear the duck quacking in the next room, and he was sure that it was only a matter of time until it started talking.